I heard a very powerful story today that I wanted to share about the Baba of a Rebbe, Rabbi Shlomo Halberstam. After the Holocaust, having lost his parents and most of his family, he relocated to the west side of Manhattan and established a small synagogue. One of the attendees of the synagogue was a young man who had a gifted voice and was the Chazan, leading the services every Shabbat. This man, as so many others at that time, unfortunately, was a very broken man, having lost his wife, children, and most of his family in the war. One Shabbat, the Chazan did not show. The Baba of a Rebbe, Rabbi Halberstam, called over one of his young students, Moshe, and he said, Moshe, go find him and invite him to come lead the services. Moshe went out and found the Chazan sitting on a park bench in Central Park, smoking. He came back to the Rebbe and said, Rebbe, this is what I saw. The Chazan is sitting on a park bench in Central Park, smoking. The Rebbe said, go back and tell him that he's not smoking, the Nazis are smoking. I'm waiting for him to come and lead the services here in the synagogue. Moshe went back and came back with a Chazan, who led the services as usual. About 50 years later, Rabbi Halberstam had established a thriving Hasidic community with thousands of students and hundreds of children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and was attending the wedding of one of his descendants. At the wedding, an old man came and pushed his way to the front. He approached the Rebbe and said, Rebbe, do you recognize me? He looked at him closely and said, no, I don't remember you. He said, I am that Chazan who used to lead services in your synagogue. Do you remember that message you sent me? That I'm not smoking, it's the Nazis who are smoking. I want you to know that today, I am the grandfather to over 100 grandchildren who are proud and practicing Jews. What do you take from the story?